Education is more important now than it's ever been. And living with the COVID pandemic, we need new ways to help keep students at university and bridge the gap between secondary and tertiary education. When students successfully transition across this bridge, it sets them up for a lifetime of learning, so the world can be inspired by new ideas and research. But did you know, nearly 20% of first-year university students drop out and never finish their degrees. It rises to 30% for overseas students across some disciplines. They simply can't cross the bridge between secondary and tertiary education, and it's a significant problem. Well, the university resources required to support these students, the education spending needed, but most importantly, the student morale, reducing their learning potential and causing students to fall off the bridge between secondary and tertiary learning. In addition, most of those students who drop out never return to studies, meaning their propensity and potential for a lifetime of learning is lost. Now, research suggests that feedback, or rather lack of personalised feedback, is one of the most common causes for this. It's the difference in support levels between relatively small school class sizes and the large scale of university cohorts. Now, in sport, for example, feedback can be almost immediate. Say when you hit a golf ball, you instantly know whether it's a good or a bad shot. And in high school, we can all relate to the teacher's handwritten red pen. It's personalised, and the feedback is aimed to motivate student learning, increasing their potential. And I think this is what students expect when they come to tertiary education. But it just isn't the case. It's just not possible to scale the personalised feedback with a large cohort size. Now, feedback is critical to learning and directly related to getting students across this bridge. And there's been some good research to address this. For example, the tool that UTS is involved with is called On Task and helps keep students on task with rule-triggered feedback. And early research findings suggest that this is helping bridge the gap between school and university. So for my research, I'll be enhancing On Task with a conversational agent, which will kind of act as a bit of a personalised tutor to engage students in conversational dialogue. I'll be researching how the integration of an AI-driven dialogue-based feedback directly can halve the attrition rate of students crossing this bridge. Now, how does it work? Well, using the power of AI-driven personalised dialogue, I'll model and build an AI conversational agent that learns how students respond to feedback so that every learning task they do is collated and so that the AI model can generate a personalised dialogue. The outcome? Well, students will be equipped to know what feedback is. They'll be provided with personalised understanding of how this feedback relates to them, and most importantly, how to act on this feedback. So what's the result? Well, this research will help ensure that many more students transition across this bridge from secondary to tertiary education and get their start in a lifetime of learning. And you know what? That's going to be awesome for all humanity.